Okay friends, today I'm going to show you exactly how to brine a turkey for Thanksgiving. Now, I know what you're thinking, brining, whoa, that sounds really complicated. It's actually not. It's really simple. All it involves is making a simple, salty liquid, putting your turkey in it, refrigerating it, and then taking it out to roast. That's all you got to do. So I'm going to show you exactly how to brine your turkey, what goes into the brine, and the tools you need. All right, let's get started. Okay friends, so I'm here with my brine. I've got it on like medium-high heat. The whole idea to bring it to like a low simmer. The reason we do that is because we want all of that salt and sugar to fully dissolve into the liquid. Again, we're making a really salty liquid brine so that salt can really permeate into the meat of the turkey. And you do that when you make a really salty liquid. So if like the salt and the sugar are just sitting in the bottom of the bag, it's not going to do its job. So bringing it to a simmer, really getting all the spices, the oranges, the salt, the sugar to really come together is ideal for making a brine. So if you can, don't skip this step. It's quite important. Okay, our apple cider brine came to a simmer. I just turned off the heat. It smells so good. Oh, you guys, it smells amazing. It smells like the holidays is what it smells like. So you got like the oranges in there, the cinnamon, all the spices, the apple cider. It's all come to a simmer. All of that sugar and salt has now fully dissolved in the liquid. So this next step is really important. You want to let it cool completely to room temperature. Don't ever pour a hot brine over the top of the turkey. It's not a good idea because the turkey is going to be refrigerated in this liquid. You don't ever want to like start the cooking process of the meat from the heat. You want this to be cool when you pour it over the turkey. So really important step. Just like put the lid on it, let it cool for a couple hours. If you need to speed up the process, maybe put it in the sink and maybe put some ice around it just to let it cool down a little quicker. I wanted to show you what I use for a brining bag. So these I get right off of Amazon. They come two brining bags to a box. They're really very reasonable. You can find brining bags also at like most grocery stores. I checked Wegmans the other day and they do have them in like their kitchen section. But brining bags, don't use an oven bag. An oven bag is much thinner plastic, and I'll tell you what, I've used an oven bag in the past before and it broke on me and I had liquid leaking everywhere. So use an actual brining bag. I'll show you, it's much thicker plastic. These things are really big too. They'll definitely fit your turkey. It's very thick plastic and it's built to withhold the weight of the brine and the turkey. So if you have time, order one from Amazon. They're so worth it. Okay, a couple things I want to show you when you take your turkey out of the plastic, like what it's wrapped in when you get it from the store. There's a couple things that you're going to need to take out. And I know this sounds kind of gross, but it's food, so it's okay. So this little packet here, it's typically in like the butt area of the bird. That's like the heart, the gizzard, the liver, like the organs. Some people like to save this to like make dressing or like stuffing. I personally just throw it away because I just don't use it. On the other side, like inside the cavity, this is the neck. Again, some people cook that right alongside the turkey. I don't, so I just throw all this away. But if you want to roast it right alongside the turkey, you definitely can. It's totally up to you. I personally don't use it, so up to you. Okay, here is our turkey inside the brining bag. So first things, you'll notice I have it breast side down. The reason I do this is so the brine can really permeate the meat of the breasts, the thighs, all of that. It'll submerge really well. The whole bird will submerge really well, but we want to really infuse flavor to that breast meat. So we're gonna have it breast side down. So that's the cavity, again, breast side down. And once our brine is ready, we'll just pour it right over the top. Okay, as you can see here, the brine is officially on the turkey. So once that brine has cooled completely, just pour it right over the top of the turkey that's in the brining bag. Again, you'll want to make sure that it's breast side down so the brine really permeates that meat. Again, the breast meat is typically, the less flavorful of the turkey meat, so it's most helpful on that breast side. So you got all the oranges, the cinnamon sticks, everything goes right into the bag. All right, so there we have it. There is the turkey in the brine. Like I said, I just used like a chip clip to help secure the brining bag. This is gonna sit in the refrigerator, like I said, for about 18 to 24 hours. So that's all you have to do for today. Okay friends, it is the next day. I just took the turkey out of the fridge. It's been marinating in the brine for about 20-ish hours. Like I said earlier, the ideal brine time is like 18 to 24 hours. That's really a good amount of time for that turkey to soak in the brine and really let the meat absorb all those good flavors and juices to get the meat really flavorful and juicy after you cook it. So here's the next step. We're going to take the turkey out of the bag. That bag and the brine are thrown away. Don't do anything else with it. Don't make gravy out of it, or don't do that. It's been sitting in that brine has been with raw meat, so it is not safe to reuse. I repeat, throw the bag, throw the brine away. It's not good for use anymore, okay? We don't want food poisoning here. So we're gonna take the turkey out of the bag and we're gonna rinse it in the sink right here. I've got towels ready to go. Here is the turkey after it's been taken out of the brine. We're gonna get rid of all of this stuff. All the oranges, the cinnamon sticks, and then we're gonna give the turkey just a good rinse while it's in the sink here, and then we'll transfer it right over to the roasting pan. turkey is rinsed. He's in the roasting pan. He's ready to go. I've preheated the oven for 325 degrees. I personally like going a little bit of a lower temperature so the meat doesn't dry out. The brining will obviously help with this, but we don't want to overcook it really fast, especially that white meat tends to dry out before the dark meat gets fully cooked. So I recommend going at 325. You want to roast your bird by weight. So this is a 14-pound turkey. At 15 to 20 minutes per pound, that equates to about 3.5 hours. So at 325 degrees, I'm going to put this in for 3 hours. Actually, probably be the 2.5 hour mark. I'm going to check it, take the temperature. If the top is over browning, I'll probably put some foil on the top of it, but I'll take you through those steps here. All right, so I got I just sprinkled the bird with some herbes de Provence. You can use whatever seasoning you like. This just goes on the top of the turkey. Remember that brine has already seasoned the meat really well, so you don't need really a lot of anything else over the top of the bird. Another note, make sure you tuck in the little wings so the tips don't burn. So just tuck those in like I have right there. Just tuck them in so you don't want them sticking out like that. They tend to burn, so just tuck them in or tuck it underneath the turkey. Other than that, he is ready to go. Okay friends, we're just at the 2-hour point here, and the turkey is looking great. Okay, you can kind of tell it's getting pretty brown on top, so for the next hour as it cooks, I'm going to put a piece of foil on top just so that top part doesn't over brown. Okay, the foil is on top and it's just going to continue to cook there, and the foil will help the turkey from over browning. Okay, turkey has been cooking for about 3 hours. I'm going to take the temperature and just see kind of where we're at. I'm guessing it needs probably another half an hour to 45 minutes, but let's take the temp and see where we're at. I'm going to use a digital thermometer and let's just take a look at this guy. So I'm going to test it in a few different places. Let's go the breast first. All right, that is 165 exactly. Let's test it in the thigh as well, in here. Okay, that says 157, so I'm going to put it in for like maybe another 15 minutes, and then we're going to test it again. All right, the turkey is done. I just took it out of the oven, took the temperature both in the thigh meat and the breast meat, and both registered at 165 or over. So I'm gonna let it just settle right now. I'm just gonna let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes before I slice it. And that will allow the kind of juices to really settle in and let it cool for a little bit before handling. Thanks so much for watching my video. I would so appreciate a like and follow. Just a reminder, I left the links for the apple cider turkey brine recipe as well as the Amazon link for the brining bag in the caption. I hope you have a fantastic holiday.